is me for Titanium. We're going to do a Galaxy S review today, a review of the Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant for Bell, which is not the same model which is on, it's not the same as the Vibrant for T-Mobile, it's a quite different model. It's more like the European Galaxy S, the original one, with only the 3 buttons and the 1 physical instead of the 4 capacitive buttons. You do miss the search button. So, this will be the review. It will include an in-depth look at the hardware, software, and the camera UI, and then a conclusion. But if you would like an unboxing, I will not do one in this review because I did a fairly extensive unboxing in my unboxing and hands-on video for this device, so I'll just put a link as an annotation so you can go right to that unboxing. So let's get right into it, and we'll jump right into the hardware. Alright, so this is the hardware segment of our review for the Samsung Galaxy S. So let's just go over the device. This is the device here. It has a 4-inch Super AMOLED screen, 800 by 480, front-facing camera with a menu, physical home button, and a back key. On the top, we have the earpiece. On the side, we have a volume up and down rocker, which is very slim and black, so it blends right in. On the top, we have a micro USB with the door, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. We'll just slide that open. It's sort of useless, but it's okay. On the other side, we have the power sleep wake button right there. On the back, it says Galaxy S, 5-megapixel camera, no flash, even though I think the flash is quite useless. And we have the speaker grill, which has a nice little hole on the side here so it doesn't get muffled. If you cover it up, the sound comes out that side there. The back is a glossy plastic, which doesn't feel that good. It's sort of cheap. So the front is also plastic, but it is okay. It's not the worst. It does have this little lip here, so when you set it down on a table, it sort of elevates it a little bit so you don't scratch the whole back. Elevates the camera off the table as well. So that is a smart design. So we'll just open up the back of the phone. You do have to pry it off. And then inside we see the 1500 milliamp hour battery right here. We see a slot for a memory card, which I put in a 4 gig one, in addition to the 16 gigabytes of internal memory, making up for 20 gigs of storage. SIM card slot. This device does support. This device supports 850 and 1900 3G, so it will work on your AT&T, and you unlock it, of course. This model does come on Bell. The hardware is okay. It feels pretty good in the hand. It has the Samsung Hummingbird 1 GHz processor, which is a very fast chip. I'd say equally fast to the Snapdragon, if not faster. It's based on the same architecture as the Apple A4. Pretty good hardware in this device. Not the best. Like, it doesn't feel perfect in your hand. It feels plasticky cheap. Very notable is it is very, very light. We'll just start turning it on here. It is a Super AMOLED, which is very clear. Pixel density, as we know with AMOLED, can be an issue. Like the separation, you can see the difference between the pixels. But that's not the biggest problem. 512 of RAM and ROM, so lots of RAM. Nice animation at the beginning. The Super AMOLED screen does great with blacks and colors, not the greatest with whites though, which is a problem for browsing. So that's the hardware of this device. Okay hardware. Nice how it has. It's nice how the device does include 16 gigs of internal storage, and it also is nice how it has a front-facing camera. The camera is good on this device, not outstanding, not an iPhone 4 quality, but almost there. So that's the hardware of this device. In the next segment, we'll take a look at the software of this device and how it matches up. Overall, though, well put together hardware, sort of like good design, light. Nice, feels really good in the hand. When it comes to industrial design and build quality, that's not the greatest. This is the software segment of our review for the Samsung Galaxy S. So we'll look through the software and how TouchWiz is with Android 2.1. 2.2 is promised soon. So the first, we'll just kind of look through what we've got here. TouchWiz is okay. It allows you. There's been a lot of hate on TouchWiz, but it's not the worst. It had some notable features. It's not nearly as bad as Moto Blur. It's comparable to Sense in many ways. So we'll start off with the way that it customizes your home screen. You have 4 icons along the bottom. Phone, contacts, messaging, and applications. If you touch applications, it shows all your applications. Some people thought you could not customize these 3 here. You can. You touch menu, edit, and then you can just drag them out and move them around and put different ones down there. So we could put Gmail at the bottom. And now it's saved. You can also customize where these apps are on these pages. So there you go. Now it's changed. You've also got the home screens to customize. If you click edit, you can change the number of home screens up to 7 max. I think 7's too many. I think 5's the perfect amount, so I've customized it to only have 5. You can jump from home screen to home screen at the top, but I think it's kind of annoying because you end up sometimes tapping this bar up here. I think the method that the Android has normally, where you have the buttons at the bottom, is better because it's easier to tap them. TouchWiz adds some okay features, like where you can pull down and get the 4 things there up at the top. It also has some of those things, but it's not outstandingly amazing. It's just an okay interface. I would prefer stock Android 2.2 over TouchWiz any day, but it's not the worst. You have the YouTube. A notable feature that has been taken out of this firmware of the device is that you do not have the YouTube upload direct from device, which is a pain because this device takes 720p video, which looks beautiful, and you cannot upload directly to YouTube, which is really annoying. And I really hate how you can't do that, because that's a feature I love on the iPhone 4, even though it doesn't upgrade 720p, and I love on other Android sets that do upgrade in higher resolution. It's a total pain that Bell took that feature out, because it is in the other Galaxy S models. Really annoying. Overall, TouchWiz is not really getting away. It's a fast interface. The Bell model does not include any crapware. As you can see, it's just normal stuff. There's no junkware on top of it. It's a fast interface. It works well. Now this is my favorite. Swipe is an incredible keyboard experience. You have a great keyboard, really well put together, really great keyboard interface. And I'll just show you a little bit of typing on Swipe right now. I'll open up the memo pad. Create memo. Now Swipe is sort of hard to use on a keyboard, but we'll just see what we can do here. We'll just focus in. Work pretty good there. It's really hard to use when I've got the camera in the way. But I will tell you right now, Swipe is as good as the iPhone keyboard if you get good at it. Personally, I prefer the portrait Swipe over the QWERTY one, but Swipe can be a very useful experience. The Swipe's great. Very well, nice keyboard option. You also do have the normal Samsung keyboard option on top of that, if you'd just like to have the Samsung keyboard. Live wallpapers work well. The graphics, I will just show you a interesting live wallpaper on here. This live wallpaper allows you to, it is a constantly animating live wallpaper, very graphics intensive, and the Samsung chip handles it fine, which really shows how well this Samsung graphics processor is. It is a very impressive processor. So that's the software of this device. We'll just show the internet browser quick here too. Open up. We'll go to Engadget. We are not on Wi-Fi. We are on Bell's HSPA Plus network. Just loading up. Android rendering in 2.1 is pretty good. It's not outstanding. As I mentioned in my HTC Desire review, I very much hate when you're scrolling and you zoom in on something and it auto-wraps the text. This device does not do that, but it has a very nice feature which I love. Double tap, auto-wraps the text. That's exactly what I want from a device that has, where you can see the pixel separation. That's really nice. Then it just goes back to normal. So you can have both options at a very easy way to do it. And it freaked out there. The browser is quite quick. The speeds here are not the best, so it's taking a while to load. But multi-touch is implemented fairly well. We'll just stop it here. Implemented fairly well. Not iPhone quality, but quite good. You can just zoom in, tap to everything. So it's a very nice browser. It's not as good as the iPhone by any leaps or bounds, but it is getting close. And the 4-inch screen is brilliant. So software for this device, TouchWiz is the ultimate in OK. It's an OK interface. I preferably hate all interface that has been jacked on top of stuff. I don't think it's needed. I think stock Android does the best job over any of these added interfaces, if you ask me. But some of them do add little things that some people may enjoy. My favorite part of the software on this device is of TouchWiz is they include this little application, this widget that allows you to tells you how much RAM is being used, and you're allowed to kill things with it quickly. Tells you all this RAM usage and stuff. It's really nice because it allows you to just keep your device running smooth. So that is the software of the Galaxy S Vibrant. In the next review, we'll go on to our in-depth camera. For Titanium, this is the conclusion of our Samsung Galaxy S review. All in all, this device is a few things. The device has an amazing screen. It's very thin. It's very light. The hardware feels slightly cheap, especially compared to the iPhone 4 or some of the HTC devices. TouchWiz is added some nice additions, but if you had to make it a life or death decision, I would definitely say that using stock Android would be a better choice. 5-megapixel camera takes nice shots, not outstanding. Definitely decent, though. The screen, I would say, is the biggest attractor to this device. Solid screen. Very bright, very vibrant. The Super AMOLED's a big improvement over normal AMOLED with much brighter colors and much better to view in direct sunlight. So that's the big things of this device. It's, as I said with the Desire, this device is the Desire's feeling stale compared to this. This is the brand new Android. This is the best, some of the best Android devices you can get. You compare this to the Evo, the Droid X. These are what this thing goes up against. And in my opinion, 4.3 is too big. It's not the right size. 4-inch ends up doing a much better representation. It fits of the Android UI. It doesn't look ridiculously big. It fits better in your hand. It's thinner. It ends up being the right for, doing things. It's just, I think it's the right size. I think that Apple should have a 4-inch device, to be honest. I think 3.5 is getting too small. But that's the conclusion of this review. It's a solid device. I really do like this device. I've been thinking about getting rid of my iPhone 4 in favor of this device. I really like it. It's a great phone. Still, though, I can't quite justify the iPhone's better media options, the iPhone's better camera and video quality. Obviously, the iPhone's much sharper screen. And I still do like iPhone UI, even though I've been really doing a lot of Android reviews lately because they're really great devices. All in all, amazing device. Compares directly with everything new. TouchWiz is not that bad. It's not outstanding. I personally prefer it more than HTC Sense. And that's saying a lot, because I think Sense is done very well. I think that this is better because it's lighter. It adds some nice little additions, and it's lighter. It's not that huge, heavy beast that HTC Sense is. I think it has a few nice little additions. It lets Samsung change themselves up a little bit, and that's what it does, and it does it pretty well. And you can always use Launcher Pro if you'd like, although this device does not let you kill the launcher like some HTC devices do. This device is also just on the rooting of this device. It's not that easy to root, but there is a one-touch root, I believe, for Windows. So that's the conclusion of the Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant for Bell. Very nice device. Very, very well done. The biggest downfall of this device is the cheapness of the hardware. It feels cheap, and that is the biggest problem with this device, is that it does not feel premium like the handset it is. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter at Titania. And also, well, that's it. So thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.